Ho 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 and Merry Christmas, guys! BX Brix back with another LEGO Transformer review, and today we have part 7 of our LEGO Transformers Combinivores Piranacon, brought to you specially for Christmas. Ooh yeah! Alright, so, oh boy, I'm so excited. Yeah, we have a ton of stuff here. We're going to do some combine of all the C-Cons. We're going to do 2 different versions of Snap Trap, where it combines organically using the combiner ports on its legs. And then we're also going to use this nice little handy-dandy combiner parts forming thigh set that I've been using for all my later combiners. Helps a lot with stability, and it makes it just look like just way cooler than the organic way. If Lego could be organic, I'm not really sure. So, as you can see, we have all of the limbots already in their limb modes hanging out about. Overbite is typically the weapon, so he's already geared up with the handle and the little combiner gun right there. Now, he may or may not be holding this, but he would naturally hold it in that hand or either hand, but it is really heavy for 2 of these things to be hanging off of one shoulder port right here. So, I mean, this is just, I guess for display purposes, you could hold it up with some clear bricks, depending on how you want to pose them up, if you decide to get the instructions and build this thing for yourself. So we're just going to set Overbite off to the side, and we'll show later on how this looks like as an arm and a leg as well. Alright, so the main thing that we're going to be focusing on is Snap Trap. Alright, so let's get me out of here. First time I'm not phasing out of the video. So with Snap Trap, to get him organically, I gotta stop saying that, but the regular way to get them ready for combined mode, of course, we're going to sit there and take the hands and fold them in. Let's get that done real quick and get all this other stuff out the way so I can kind of try to stay in frame a little bit. Yeah. Now, also keep in mind, I didn't mention this during the Snap Trap video, but there are certain pieces, because the instructions are done in LDD and then rendered in STUD.io. So this little piece right here, it's like a bottom. Is that a bottom? Oh, it's actually a top. It's a top, whatchamacallit, angle brick or angle plate. So it's kind of like the 1x2, but it's 1x1, and it sticks from the top down. This part is not available in LDD, so I replaced that with a 1x1 brick with a stud on the side, just to be able to take a shield and hold it off to the side like that. But if you do have these pieces, you can plug that in as I have here. It's just that the instructions on my website won't show that piece. It'll be a 1x1 brick with a stud, giving you the same functionality. Also, the other part that I don't have in LDD are these little clear 1x1 rounds with the electricity in it. You could plug those on yourself, or you could put something flat in one color, but I couldn't find that in LDD either. They are available in STUD.io, but the instructions will not have this piece there. But here you could see what type of piece that is. I forget what sets these come with, but I mean, that's kind of what I just did as like a last minute decoration type of thing for this piece right here. This piece right here, anyway, you're gonna also flip up to the side, flip these out, press them in right here, and this is how this transforms into the chest piece. Now this is going to plug in any of these anti-studs back here, likely in these 2 areas. That'll plug into the jumper plates right here. Now that we got the arm settled, the head right here, as you can see, has a jumper plate right there, which plugs into the back of Snap Trap's head. In order to prepare that, we're going to just take these pieces right here, bring them down to the side. So that way they're not, you know, protruding up too high. And then that's not the head. Here's the head. You can kind of just plug that in. I'm gonna just sit it on top right now just for the sake of not having to like rip the head apart to plug it in and take up extra time, but that's how the head will look on that. So to get Snap Trap ready for the limbs and all that stuff. Whoa. I just realized that I mix matched the ball pieces right there. Holy moly, how did I do that? That's so weird. I mean, does it still function the way it's supposed to? Yep, that still works, and that one worked already. Alright, cool. Alright, so the instructions will have it the correct way. Here you're going to fold in the little feet right there. And from what I remember, because it has been a while, we got these studs on the ribs right there on both sides, and we're going to just plug that in right there, like so. And do the same on this side. Plug it in, like so. So here, it gives you a nice sturdy connection. It's not too articulated, but it does give you some forward and back movement with the upper legs, like that. And then you're going to take the forearms, swing them around like this, and then ideally you want to plug it into this jumper plate right there, and you kind of want to get at the end of it. So this is what it'll look like. It'll just overlap that right there. So push it up a little forward and it'll connect to that jumper plate. Do the same on the other side. Like so. As Mgo would say, you have a little wiggly waggly with the head. I'm curious if I should just plug that in anyway. Well, why not, right? Alright, so we got this guy plugged in, and what I just did off camera was just pop the head off, plug it into the jumper, which was like super simple. I could have probably just done that on camera, and then just pop it back on that T-joint right there. So no more wiggly waggly. Alright, so now that we got that done, it's time to, let's see, I kind of want to plug in the chest part later. So we'll just set that off to the side and take scalar right here. And easy, buddy. So he kind of scares me when they move a little too easily, because then it makes me think that it's not super tight under the arms. And I'm just going to double check, and it's super tight. So just like any other combiners, you want to just be mindful, be careful. Maybe I'll open that up. Just so I could get a more solid connection, and then I could close that back up. This guy shouldn't give us too much of an issue. Boom, done. And as you can see, he's going to get quite tall. So I have to pick it up and zoom me out a little bit, which for some reason changes the quality of the light, which is really weird. Actually, what I might do is just do these on the legs all bent up, so that way they'll be much sturdier, stable thing, and won't keep jumping up and down. That's way too wide. And maybe I could get a little closer. Alright, that's fine. You guys can see everything that's going on. Once we do that, we're going to take, let's see. And as soon as I pick up modulator, the legs want to come off. All right, so we got an oscillator, and he's a heavy guy. So we're just gonna take that, kind of get your finger right in there, and plug him in. Keep in mind, he's super sturdy. My combiners before, which we had the issues with like just it all being all ball joints, it would kind of like lean over depending on the weight distribution, but this guy is sturdy. You could keep him like that probably all month long and he'll be just fine. I'm gonna take the second arm, plug it in, and that's probably the most simplest combiner thing that I've done in all my combiner-dom. Then we're going to take the little chest piece right here and plug that in. Ever so simply right there. Make sure everything is nice and sturdy. Okay, so to get the parts forming thighs in play, we're going to have to do some parts forming with Snaptrap himself. All right, so what we're going to want to do from this position after you've taken everything apart is unplug the hands from the feet. Like so. We're also going to want to unplug the back legs off of the backpack because these will be disappearing. These are coming off. They're not vital anymore. What also is not vital, once we unplug these feet from the ribs right there, all you gotta do is kind of, try not to pop them off with the 1x2 still attached, of course. Let's see if I could kind of just, there we go. And that goes on like that. So what we also have to take off, sadly, are the robot legs, because these will more or less get in the way when adding the new combiner ports. So we're just going to pop these off. They're all mixels, so should be easy enough. Easy, oh my god. Easy enough, right? It's fine, it's Lego. Snaptrap didn't die or anything. Even though I'm pretty sure Optimus would love that, but. So, oh, and the back shell kind of popped out too. Make sure everything is nice and tight, since he wants to come apart anyway. If this falls off, you pretty much just have to take this and plug it in right there. It's no big deal at all. I would like to upgrade that to make it to where it's a more secure connection, but we shall see. Alright, so what you want to do here is take the forearms now and flip them around to where you got the toe pointed in on the inside, because the toe is going to rest right above those studs where you had the feet plugged in. That's going to wedge itself right there, like so. Now what that does, it adds the extra support for the shoulders that are now lost because these aren't plugging in to that right there anymore. Very clever engineering, I know. Thank you, thank you. Just want to just tuck it in right there. It can't go anywhere. It'll have to break the whole cheese slope to do so, and it won't do that. So once we clear out the parts that we don't need, we're going to take those two studs that we took these legs off of, because that was plugged in right there. I'm going to take those two studs and plug them into the top right there. Let's see how I'm going to do this here without destroying anything. Now what I might do anyway, just in case, is kind of bend this down just so I could get leverage. Now the back of a headlight brick is one of the most secure connections that you could possibly get. You could pimp this out if you want to kind of add like some type of I guess rotating hip thing there, if you want your Piranacon to rotate. Mine's just going to kind of sit there, so I don't really mind. So this is what we're working with now, and once we're all done, this will plug itself back in there and look super dupe. So now we're going to take the parts forming hips and plug them into all the pieces again. Remember, get that down. Dope. It's probably not helping that my hands are sweaty. Dope. And this boy's getting tall again. So let's pick it up. Still can't see all of them. Why? Because extra parts kind of make him taller a little bit now. And it's only like literally taller by maybe an inch or two. But it definitely helps with the presence. The next thing we're going to do is take Notchulator again. Make sure he's all nice and primed. And put a finger in there. Plug him in. Try to find that sweet spot. Right there. Easy, buddy. What was that? Oh. Does want to break a little bit now. It's not as sturdy as it was before. I wonder why. This also, by the way, is probably my first time doing this with the new hips. And why not knock it out on camera? Ooh, my arms are tired. Now what I might do is put this guy down just so that I'm not killing myself getting all that done. Which is fine. Typical combiner scenario. I thought he was going to be different. Oh, now I gotta get up. Alright, let's get all that in. Body's still super tight. Cool. Okay, so while I was standing up trying to fix them, my SD card ran out of space, so now we're going to pick up from the completed model. But I got him standing and got his little backpack back on, and here is Piranacon in his full Gestalt mode. Ah man, this looks super dupe. You guys can't even see all of them from head to toe yet. There he is. So with this one, I won't be doing a 360 because his chest part is a little wobbly, just a little bit. I'm not quite sure why, but like I said, this is my first time doing it with the, with the legs in place, with everything else plugged in. So, I mean, I guess it's maybe just a couple of stability issues, but as you can see, he could be displayed and be sturdy as he's displayed and just not moved around, but so much. So as a size comparison, we're going to bring Ironhide back in to hang out with him. And I mean, he's going to still come up to the same part because all of that kind of remains the same. It's just that he stands a little bit taller due to like the extra thighs and stuff like that. So I think it looks pretty dope. I wish there was a way that I could have kept the legs or something plugged in somewhere to kind of like maybe beef them out a little bit, but Let's see. No, I mean, anything that I would have done, it would have looked more silly than helpful, and would have blocked everything else. Like, it would have looked kind of weird. So this is the final Piranacon right here. And sadly, this is my final G1 combiner. There's no more to make. There's nobody left to make, at least, you know, not in the American continuity. I mean, there's a bunch in the Japanese continuity, and I don't think I'll be tackling that anytime soon. I'll probably be diving more so into like, maybe like Megazords or something like that, or I don't know, just some other combining, you know, just TV shows or cartoons or something. Let me get this guy out of there. I don't want you studying him too much. And then here we have Overbite, and he will plug into the two studs right there in the hand. So that's kind of what he would look like holding Overbite, more or less. I did design a sword also, but I just don't have the pieces to put it together right now. So the instructions for the sword are going to come along with the accessories, which is the hip piece and the hands and the feet and the head. And then I think each figure has the little stand for their gun along with their connection ports and stuff like that. This is the piece I was talking about for Overbite, so this will be included in his instructions as well. You'll be able to pop off either one of those ball joints from the hand and plug it in here for depending on which side you want him to be on. What else is there to show off? I guess you can see how he looks next to me. I'm a little teeny guy. So yeah, this has been part 7 of our LEGO Transformers Combiner Wars Piranacon. This looks super dupe. Instructions for Piranacon will be on brixmediastudios.com shortly. Hopefully I have it up by the time this video is up for Christmas. And then I have a whole lot of other videos to dive into. So I hope you guys have a safe and wonderful holiday. In case if you don't hear from me before the end of the year, maybe I'll try to come out with one more for the end of the year. I mean, I got a bunch of videos lined up for when I get home, so we shall see. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.